actually kind of what I teach at Lifetime. So starting standing, which I probably don't do with you guys enough of really like finding that connection. So starting in your Pilates stance, which feet together, and then you're pushing your feet open, right? So we call it the golden triangle. It's like that inner thigh. It's really pinching your butt cheeks back here, which is a weird thing to say, but you're kind of like pinching lower abs, and then you're getting that scoop to pull up and in. So people tend to flare the ribs. What you're looking to do is kind of knit the ribs, and then it's almost this like zipper effect. Some people tend to brace or their backs arch, so it's almost like you're zippering a corset up to get your abs to pull up and in. And then the first thing I do with people is being able to lift onto your toes while keeping your heels connected. I see a lot of this all the time, which just tells me that that glutes, the base of your glutes right here, is not firing up if you can't keep your heels connected. So this is always step one, and this is kind of, I wish I would have done more with you guys with standing, because this is your 100, right? This is the pull up and in. Your glutes should be fired up, your lower abs firing up. Now see if you can add a squat to that. So if you lift up, can you squat, push the ground away, and drop down? So like a good way, like, okay, your balance is coming from here. Are you connected with your body? Good. All right, let's do the roll up. So you're reaching your arms forward, shoulder blades down your back. You're looking down your center line. You're just reaching down towards the ground. So here as your arms are reaching, your feet are pushing, can you use your abs and your glutes to lift and rise back up to the standing position? Shoulder blades down your back. You find that height, that length. Looking down your center line. Right, so should already start to kind of open you up. You don't want your butt to go back. Good. Feels good on your spine. You get that length. You're zippered up. Let's go one more. Whew. Okay. Grab a hold of your weights. We're going to do some arm stuff standing. So, and I have 3s. You could do 1s, 2s. So you're in your Pilates stance. You're pulled up and in. Let's start with reach and pull. So you're drawing the shoulder blades down your back. You're reaching forward to then pull the arms back. You're finding that length, that scoop up and in of your abs. And then where is it coming from? Now let's see if you can add a toe raise to that. So as the arms lift up, you lift up onto your toes to pull back down. Shoulder blades are down your back. Abs zippered up. Just 3 of them. Last one. Okay, can you do a circle, keeping your heels glued? Reach opposite sides of the room to scoop and pull up and in. Shoulder blades down your back. Again, this could be with nothing at all. Now after 3, can you add your toes? So lifting up onto your toes, shoulder blades down your back, then you drop down. So your center line gets a little thrown off here. Your abs have to fight, work a little bit harder to stand up straight. All right, keep your heels glued, reverse your circle. Up and around to pull it down. Shoulder blades down your back. Okay, add that toe raise. We got 3 with the toe raise to push down. Reach opposite sides of the room to pull back down. All right, opposition here. Keep your heels glued. One arm down, one arm up. And then push opposite. Good. Last one. All right, upright rows. Really light weights, but you're going to lift up to push down. Zippered up. Shoulder blades down your back. All right. Now, can you lift up onto your toes and then push all the way down into a squat? That's ankle mobility, right? Zipper it up, lift up. Push all the way down. How low can you go? That's your ankles. Getting a little stretch. Push down. Last one. And push down. All right. Stand it up. Weights come to the side. Go ahead, have a seat, and we're going to take the ball, and you're going to place it behind your back. not connecting, but that's okay. I can see it on my computer. So this is a great way to keep learning how to pull up and into your core. So the ball comes behind your back. Your legs are zippered up. Maybe push them out a little bit to get that glute connection. You're reaching with the fingertips, and I want you to just pull back into the ball. So your abs are pulling into the ball to lift and scoop back up. You pull back into the ball, squeezing your legs to lift and scoop back up. Good. So this is, you're getting that feel, right? So let's play around with 100 here. 5 breaths. Can you pull back and pump your arms? Get that inhale and exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. You can push with your feet, draw the shoulder blades down your back. Breathe, squeeze the legs together. Last breath. All right, roll back up. Put the ball between your knees. So now you get the squeeze between your knees. You're reaching with your fingertips as you lower down. It's kind of like get your lower back to touch, your upper back is lifting. Your choice with the legs. If you want to lift them up, you can. And then you pump your arms, you get that inhale and exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Shoulder blades down your back. Keep squeezing the ball. Last breath. All right, lower down. Now I'm kind of in a frog where my heels, my feet are connected, and then my knees are squeezing the ball. They don't have to be, they could be shoulder blades, but I like the way that feels on my hips. And I want you to play around with how low you can go, and then get the scoop and pull in with your abs. Your tailbone is flat and heavy. You're squeezing the ball. Good. Now switch it, bring it in between your ankles. So, might be able to get a little bit of a Pilates stance going. Legs are straight this time. Can you push it out? We're going to take a frog. So you're pulling in. It's weird. The ball's going to roll all over. It's like a frog to push back out. So your heels are, if you need to adjust it, it's like, I guess it's more between your heels than your ankles. You're pulling in. It's weird. Your knees are pushing out like they're pushing on a band, but then you're squeezing that ball between your heels. That is that golden triangle, that glute connection we were talking about. Good. Go one more. Now, can you hold it out? Can you rotate the ball so it goes one foot's on top? And then switch the rotation, the other foot's on top. Just 3 times. Here's 3. Well, 3 times each leg. 4, 5. Here's where we're going to add on here. Right leg comes on top. Can you lower to scoop and pull and lift? And switch. Left leg on top. Can you lower to scoop and pull and lift? And switch. Down to come up. 3. We got 6 of them. 4. 5. I know. 6. All right, your legs can go all the way down. We got the roll up. So the ball can come in between your ankles. You got that squeeze on the ball. Your back is flat. You reach your arms up. Chin to chest. Round, lift up. The ball is there to help you. To lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Reaching with your fingertips. Now it's controlled, right? It's Pilates. We're not whipping ourselves around. Everything with control, with purpose. Learning to really connect into our bodies. Shoulder blades down your back. Scoop, pull. If it's hard to get up, you can use your legs. And then work more the coming down, right? It's slow, it's controlled. Let's go one more. Okay, let's take it to the roll over. The legs come up. Now you can bring it back to your Pilates stance. The legs, I know normally we open and close the legs. They're just gonna stay in this position. And then you don't have to roll over, but if you can, use your abs to lift up and over, pushing your toes into the floor, flex through your heels, squeeze the ball as you roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. And then you just go as low as you can without losing that connection, right? That tight squeeze on the ball, up, over, squeeze to come down. Good. Let's go again. one leg circle, and this is where the glute connection comes in. You drop the ball down, your left heel coming on the ball, and if you have to lift up to make sure you're in a straight line, make sure that leg's not over to one side. You're reaching with the fingertips. The right leg bends up, right leg goes straight, turn it out, push down on the ball, make a circle with that right leg. 2, 3, 4. Once we do 5, your circle reverses. 5 the other direction. Scissor switch the legs. Right leg goes down, switch it out. Right foot on the ball, left leg bends in, left leg goes up, turn it out, push down on the ball. Once you do 5, circle reverses. Lower it down, rolling like a ball. So here's the interesting thing with the ball. So if you put it back here, sometimes we tend to go back and roll and our feet fling. So if you put the ball behind your legs, you got to really squeeze to keep it there. You're in your Pilates stance, right hand to the left ankle, left hand to the right wrist. Open up your spine. So by squeezing that ball, your abs pull back, your abs pull you up. You try to catch yourself. You're rolling, squeezing. Last one. All right. Woo! All right, let's keep playing around with the glute connection and the ball. Right heel comes on the ball. Grab a hold of your weights. I love to do the ab series 5 with weights. So if you can grab a hold of your weights, you lower down, your right heel is pushing on the ball, your left heel pushing on the ball, right knee is in. You have your light weights. The leg goes out, the arms open up, shoulder blades down your back. Now you hug the knee in, round up and over, big giant hug to that leg, and then open back up. Shoulder blades are down your back, heel pushing. 2, we just have 6 of them. 3, 4, 5, last one. 6. Now we're going to stay here. The leg is going to go straight. The elbows bend. The arm goes straight out, right? So this little kind of bend of the elbows. As the leg lifts up, you reach almost like your 100 to bend the elbows back. Shoulder blades are down your back. Here's our scissors. We're skipping around a little bit just to keep that left leg activated, pushing into the ball. One. All right, let's switch it out. So if you need to look, the right heel is digging on the ball, shoulder blades are down your back, you're opening up, the leg going straight, and then you're hugging around the knee to open up, reach. Right heel digging. 3, 4, that's that glute activation on the right leg. Last one. 6. Okay. Now that right leg goes straight, arms in this like bent, a little bit like a skull crusher. Left leg goes down, and then as the elbows bend, you reach and lower back down. It's kind of like 100 with one leg up. The right leg continues to push down. 3. Use your abs. 4, 5. Last one. 6. Whew. Okay, hang on to your weights, pull the ball up, and the ball goes back in between your heels. So we already did a frog, and we're going to do the same thing with our double leg stretch. You still have your weights. Hug up into a tiny little ball. You're squeezing the ball between your heels. You open up, arms circle around, hug, scoop to pull in. Inhale to open, exhale around, hug, squeeze. 3, 4, 5, last one. Okay, now we still have our weights. The leg goes straight this time. Lower leg lifts, right? So the arms are straight, the legs are straight, the arms are going to follow, legs go down, arms go up, and then scoop to pull it back in. All while keeping the tailbone is flat and heavy. You don't have to go so far if you feel like you have any arching in your back. You're still in the Pilates stance. You're trying to keep the V inside that ball. Good. One more. All right. All you need is one weight for this. The ball is going to go in between so we're holding the crunch. So this left elbow holds, right? And you know what? No weights. Let's do no weights. Left elbow holds that ball, because I was going to do punching, but there's no way. So hold the ball, hold the squeeze, hand over hand. This is like one of my favorite things to do. You reach out with your left leg and tap the ball back in. So you're holding the squeeze, you're holding the pull. You get the push down of the opposite leg and like really squeeze in on the ball. So don't lose the elbow pushing into the ball and the ball pushing into your elbow. Last one. Switch sides. Right elbow, left knee. Hold the twist. Right leg goes long, right leg pulls in. Last one. Shake it out. Okay, spine stretch forward. Keep a hold of the ball. Sit up. Abs can go to the side. I like doing this one too because it kind of shows you. So your feet are a little bit wider than your mat. You have your hands on the ball. It is kind of a gentle push down to lift up. So you're scooping to pull the abs up and in. And then you're rounding forward. So your abs are pulling you back. You're still pushing on the ball to lift and stack up. Big inhale. Exhale to push. Round, reach. And lift to stack. Good. All right, we're going to add saw while we're here. So you just bring the ball over to your right side or on your leg, you decide, right? Or it could be even over your leg. But if it's on your leg, you hold the twist. Let's see if I can maybe do it here. So you hold the twist. Same thing, you're pushing on the ball to round and reach forward to lift and stack back up. So you're here the whole time for 3. So that gentle push down to lift up. Now that back hand high fives the sky, reach opposition. We did it standing just 3 times. And then you switch. So whether you're on the inside of the leg, on top of the leg, you hold your twist. Back hand flips around, reach, push on the ball to lift and stack. Big inhale up. So you get that push down to round and reach forward. Last one. Okay. We're going to skip open leg rocker, take it to corkscrew. Coming onto your back, we're back between the ball being between our heels, that Pilates stance. You're going to trace a circle, right, with control. And then you get this little push up towards the sky. Your circle reverse, and remember you're in your Pilates stance. Your shoulders stay glued. You get that little push. It might not be very high. That's okay. That little reverse crunch. Keep the V with your feet. Last one. All right. We're going to take everything into, on our belly, into swan. Grab a hold of your ball. Your ball's in your hands. And then roll onto your belly for swan. We have swan dive prep. So the ball is in front of you. Your heels are connected. Your shoulder blades are down your back. And then it's huge. Try to pull your abs up and in. So this leg push on the ball. So use your back muscles to lift and stack. And then lengthen yourself out. Lift up. Good. Lengthen yourself back out. Last one. We're going to skip the neck rolls today. And then lengthen back out. Let's work on lifting the ball. So in swan dive prep, it is a lift of the upper body. Lower that down, then lift the lower body. Lower that down, lift the upper body. Swan dive does turn into arms being straight, but sometimes it's nice to just break it up. Go the lower body, upper body, lower body. Last one. Okay. Now can you hold the upper body up, tap your right thigh, bring the ball back, tap your left thigh, bring the ball back and lower down. Let's go again. Lift it up, hold it, squeeze the heels, tap it back. You know, even if you look back, and then lower down just one more time. Lift it up, tap it back, come forward, tap it back, lower down. Take your hamstring curls. You can bring your legs together. You could put hand over hand on the ball. You could just hang on to the ball, however you want to get situated here. Bring the feet more parallel. And then you're floating both legs up. You're going to pull heels towards your butt. Try to lift the knees, zip up the legs, and then lengthen back out. Knees want to come apart. You want to zipper them up, keep them together, and then try to float the knees up as the knees are bending. It's not very easy. It's going to make you pull from your hamstrings. And you don't want to lift the pelvis. The pelvis should be pushing down. That's going to really get into the muscles we want to get into. Just one more. Ugh. Give yourself a shakeout. We're going to try one-leggers here. So you lift up, one leg at a time, and then extend it back out. Try the left leg, knee floating, shoulder blades down your back. Go right, extend, go left. One more each leg. Last one. Oh, give yourself a shakeout, active rest, but take your ball with you. I'm sweating. Okay. Come into a tabletop. This is one of my favorite things to do too. So, pretty much a bird dog, but with the ball. So my right hand is pushing into the ball. I'm going to pull my right knee in. So I get this little kind of push onto the ball, knee crunches in. And then you're going to slide the ball out to kind of push out, extend, and then scoop to pull it in. You're pushing down on the ball. You got to get it in a good spot, I know. And then push out. Almost like a one-armed push-up too. Scoop to pull in, really round up, push on the ball. Good. Just 3. Now can you hold it out, hold it long, and push down to lift the leg. Push down, lift the leg up. Push down. Just 5 of them. Last one. Pull back in, release. Switch it out. It's our bird dog, fancy bird dog. Your hands pushing into the ball, crunch up and in, push out, and then scoop to pull in, pushing on the ball. You push out, lengthen out, pull, scoop, push. One more. Good. Now can we hold it and pulse 5 times? So you're pushing out, push down to lift the leg up. Lengthen, shoulder blades down. Good. Shake it out. Now I'm going to skip, sometimes I do leg stuff here, but we're going to skip ahead, go to our bridge. Not really skip ahead, but in my mind, skip ahead. Put the ball between your knees. Okay, ball between your knees. You're going to lower down onto a bridge. Okay, so you get that squeeze. Now you can walk your feet out a little bit, squeeze your heels towards your butt, reach with your fingertips. And then you're going to lift the hips up and then give me 10 squeezes at the top. Once you do 10, hold the squeeze, lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's go again. Lift up. 10 squeezes. Good. Roll down. Now let's see if we can hold one leg up. So this is going to be tricky. We're going to do some lower leg lifts. You're going to lift up. The right leg holds. You're holding the squeeze. I just want you to drop the hips, lift the hips 3 times. They're hard. They're tough. You're squeezing the ball. Once you do 3, drop that right leg down, lower down, reset yourself. Maybe scoop, pull the heels back in. Let's try it on the left. Lift the hips up. The left leg goes long. 3, down and up, squeezing that ball. Drop it down, roll it down, spinal twist. Coming up, squeezing the ball. Just this will be nice, bring us out before side kick series. You just twist a little bit further, come back center. We'll end with teasers, right? So we got side kick series, and then into our teasers, squeeze the ball, find the length upward. Okay, come on to your right side. We're gonna keep using the ball. So you're gonna come onto your right side, legs come to the front edge of your mat. You're in this checked position, abs pulled up and in. You take the ball, place it behind your left knee. Okay, so we're gonna do our side kick series with this ball while squeezing. Front and back kick, you're gonna pull the leg forward, push the leg back. That's your glute connection. The leg's a little bit shorter now, so you might not be able to go so far. Good. Once you do 5, keep the knees aligned. I want you to lift to lower. Abs pulled up and in. Still squeezing the ball. We got 5 times. All right, obviously no passe, but I want to play around with circles. For starters, I want you to take a little circle, just 5. All right, now that circle reverses. You got 1, 2, abs pulled up and in, eyes are forward. All right, now can you take that circle and trace around that circle you just made? So it's a bigger circle this time. Just 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. That circle reverses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, we got to add some clams in. So the feet connect. Squeezing that ball. Can you open to lower? Open to lower. 2. Okay. Release the ball from behind. Beats on belly. So just like we did swan a little bit, let's see if we can hold the ball kind of like a Superman in front of us. Lengthen out. Can you lift everything up? And then tap, tap, tap your heels together. Shoulder blades are down your back. This back strength here. Stay here for the breath. Squeeze, hold, lower down. Give yourself a shakeout. Let's go again. Everything lifts and floats up. Can you tap, tap, tap your heels? Stay for the breath. And squeeze, hold, lower down, switch sides. Let's take our side kick series onto the left. Whew. Who knew it could be so hard, right? Okay, no equipment needed. Legs come in front. You're in that little L position. Your abs are pulled up and in. The ball comes behind your right knee. This hand is here for support. Front and back kick. You're pulling it forward, pushing it back. All right. Once you do 5, up and down so the knees are connected. Can you lift up to lower down while squeezing that ball? So hamstrings engaged. Abs pulled up and in, shoulders stacked. All right, here's our circle. So your knees the center line. Just make a circle. It's a little circle for now. Just a little tiny teacup plate. Now take that circle, reverse it. Driving down by that bottom left leg. All right, now we trace that circle. So it's bigger this time. Around that teacup. 2, 5 of them. 3, 4, and 5. That circle reverses. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet come together for clams. You open to close. Open to close. Abs pull up and in. All right. All right. Ending with our teasers. And what I like to tell people is with the ball, it can really give you that squeeze. Now we did the bridges with one leg up. Now you're kind of do a sit-up with one leg up. So you're squeezing that ball, walk your feet away from you. Your abs are pulled up and in, get the squeeze. Lift one leg up. So really squeeze tightly to be able to lift up. This kind of really helps people to be able to get a teaser, to have the squeeze, to be able to lift up. You can walk the foot away a little bit if you need that little extra leverage. Once you do 3, Switch it out. Squeeze the ball. Abs pulled up and in. Good. All right, and all be all. Full teaser. Now you can bring the ball in between your heels. Hold the squeeze, and then lift up to lower down. Hold on. Last one. Ball goes to the side. Hug your knees. Shake it out. Start to rock and roll the length of your mat. You come into a Pilates stance and a forward fold. But it's not quite a forward fold. You are squeezing. You're reaching through your feet, your fingertips, your heels, pulling your abs up and in. As if your fingertips are glued, start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Whew, and then that is your end position. So technically in Pilates, you are supposed to end standing the same way you started to kind of feel more zippered in, more pulled up and in. Whew, good. And you are all done. How'd that feel?